Hello everybody and welcome back to Rated E for Entertainment. Today's video is going to be on The Flash Season 4 Episode 12, my thoughts and my review on it. It aired last night. I'm back on track with The Flash. From the past two episodes I did a combined a review, but I'm back on track, so we're going to get into this episode right now. And the first thing I gotta say is, we are back on track with The Flash. This episode definitely brought me back into this season, whereas, the last few episodes really just left me, I was really into the Barry storyline, and that storyline was great. I just wasn't into the whole show as a whole, so this episode really brought me back into The Flash. It had a great opening, with Barry, playing poker in prison. That was hilarious. Plus Harry, finally, someone on Team Flash acknowledges it. He's kind of, upset. He's saying, we should be focusing on getting Barry out of prison. We need to focus on this. And everybody's just like, we don't have much. We can't really do anything, But Harry, throughout this episode, was fantastic. Just developing him as a character more and more was great to see. And just the beginning of the episode, him just saying that they really need to help Barry out, which is great to hear. And then we get, also at the beginning of the episode, we get to see that Cecile gets mind-reading powers. I did not hate this. Throughout the episode, it was pretty cool. We got more of Cecile, which nobody really asked for, and we don't really need. But it was kind of cool seeing more of her and seeing that, she had a baby bump, and to see what comes out of that, and she's having a girl that they learn. Just to see, more of her was okay. I wasn't too upset about it. But what the downfall of this episode for me was just the kind of, the way that Cecile and Joe, their relationship was kind of bad because of her mind-reading powers. He didn't like that or something. And throughout the episode, they just kind of threw it around, and it was just kind of just like, why are you doing this? What's the point of this? It does nothing. It was just kind of stupid, but I didn't absolutely hate it. It didn't bring me out of the episode at all. It was definitely hilarious when they went to the same counselor as Barry and Iris. That was pretty fun. That was a pretty funny scene, and it didn't drag on. It wasn't a humongous scene. It wasn't long. So that's what I really appreciated that. So, like I said, it was just the downfall of the episode. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. But it was just so. And I don't know what's going to be happening with Cecile, because the mind-reading powers were, apparently she still had some dark matter in her from the particle accelerator explosion, and having a baby, I guess, triggered that or something. So who knows what might happen with that. And then we get a new meta who can shrink things. Which is crazy, because yesterday was when the Ant-Man and Wasp trailer came out, and that was kind of weird, but we have this new meta, and he is connected with Barry's new friend in prison. I'm totally blanking on his name, but he, apparently his new friend in prison was framed for murder. He didn't do it. He looked like the guy who did it, so they kind of just brought him in. Which I thought that was really cool. Again, this whole storyline with Barry in prison has been absolutely incredible. I'm loving it, and this whole episode just kind of brought it more and more, and I loved it. Eventually, Ralph and Cisco get shrunken, and throughout the episode, it was pretty hilarious. But it wasn't like a huge deal. I never felt like they were in any danger, even when Harry eventually tries to fix them, and he just eventually makes things worse. And throughout this episode, he doubts himself, and then we get this amazing scene with Cisco talking to him, just kind of reassuring him, and it was just amazing to see the chemistry between them. They really like each other as friends, and it was just amazing to see that. So that was a great scene. And then Barry eventually finds out that he was framed, and then asks Team Flash to help him out. And eventually, with the new meta, they eventually have this cool final showdown, and a really cool fight scene with him, Cisco, and Ralph on this drone. That was pretty funny. And Harry and Iris. all fighting him in this really cool scene where he has like his models in his jacket, and he'll take it and throw them, and then they'll grow. It was really well done. I really enjoyed that. Eventually, Cisco and Ralph get unshrunk, and they catch the new Meta, but they do not get a confession for Barry's new friend. So he's still in prison, and then by the end of the episode, Barry sees the camera go away, and he grabs him out of prison and runs him to, in the middle of the episode, he says that he would like to visit this one place, I think in China or something, I forget. And then he takes him there and leaves him a little note, and I love that scene. That was such an amazing scene. I absolutely loved it. And then eventually we get the warden who comes in and talks to Barry and says, like, your friend, he vanished out of prison. And then he says he installed a new camera on like the exit sign where Barry's cell is, and you can just see on Barry's face how he didn't know what to do. He was just like, he knows I'm the Flash. And eventually he drugged him. Barry falls. He knows who the Flash is. That was an incredible scene. He takes him to a different prison and calls Amunet, and who knows what's going to happen with that. That was an amazing ending to the episode, to a really, really good episode. Really brought me back into the season. Really brought us back into the DeVoe stuff, how everything is connected. And I loved the episode. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see what's next. And we're going to see what happens with Barry and everything. So that is my review of this episode of The Flash. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share the video. It helps out a lot. My videos will be getting better, as I said, as we go along this year. We have The Flash again next week, and I'm hoping to see the Maze Runner Death Cure this week at some point and get a review out there for you guys. You can follow me on Instagram at rated_E_4_entertainment, and on Twitter at rated_E1. But that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.